friends? Welcome to the January 2021 skincare interventions wrap up. I always think, sometimes doing these intros is like a little bit clunky because I'm like, how much should I explain? How many people are following along consistently? Anyway, my name's Marie and I have chosen a new approach to skincare vlogging / YouTubing / all of that. And I've decided for the year 2021 that every month I'm going to have 5 skin intervention challenges. It's going to be a tool, a product, a supplement, a non-invasive body routine, and a product from a Beauty Heroes box. So each month I'm going to try these things for 30 days. I'm going to update you on how consistent I was in following through. We'll talk about the products, what their texture was, how they felt, did they feel like they worked, did they deliver on some of their claims. The first of the month, I'll introduce everything that we're doing. Mid-month, I do a vlog and I try to update you on how things are going on top of adding in some fun Maui stuff. The 31st of every month, I'm going to wrap it up and I'll tell you how it all worked. The 21st of the month is also my side project, Green Beauty Theory, where we'll be talking about all the current topics in clean green beauty. Now, I think already one thing I've noticed is that what's going to be a central theme this year is that 30 days, even though it seems like a long period of time in the skin blogosphere, is really not that much time. So some of these skin tools that tend to be non-invasive, that tend to be a more traditional skincare maintenance practice like gua sha, 30 days just isn't enough to see my wrinkles smooth out. I've been using a supplement. Again, I'm seeing positive results, but 30 days in the span of this skin, which is gonna be 40 this year, it's just not a lot. But it's at least a place to start, right? Sorry, my phone's on. Okay, let's jump in. So today's video is going to be wrapping up this past month, and then tomorrow's video that'll come out back to back on the 1st. I'm going to film it all at one time. So tomorrow I'll still be in this shirt. That's going to be laying down what I'll be using in February, which is kind of fun. I'm excited about it. So let's jump in to the wrap up. First up, I think the thing that I was most consistent with this month was the supplement. This Beverly Hills Dermal Repair Complex. I think I missed maybe 3 days, but this is a supplement that has vitamin A, a bunch of B vitamins, biotin. It has collagen, saw palmetto, MSM, wild yam root, hyaluronic acid. So one of the things that I have been noticing is that my skin has not felt dry. And I don't think that it's products alone because I haven't really been using a lot of moisturizer. I haven't really been using a lot on my skin. I've basically only been using these 2 products from the challenge on top of my Suntegrity Impeccable Skin. So, oh, and then cleansers. But I don't know. Midway, probably on the 14th, I started researching taking hyaluronic acid. And I'm now semi-convinced based on some of the research I've done, and I'm going to link some resources below. There are a couple sites that were blog articles written up by 2 different people. One's a chemist, one's a doctor. But the reason I'm listing them is because they hyperlink to a lot of things. So at the bottom of the doctor's blog post, you can get all his sources, which are all PubMed. So a great resource. One of the things that really stood out to me was that one of the areas in the skin, the dermis, is where a lot of the hyaluronic acid hangs out. And it's actually the dermis is what gives skin its structure. That's where you're going to find most of your collagen. And so it has felt like it's made a lot of sense that this would help more with my dry skin than applying topical hyaluronic acid. Applying topical hyaluronic acid, like, it has always sounded great to me, but to be honest, I've never seen huge results from that. Not in the way I feel like I didn't have any dry skin days really while taking this product. Like, I feel like to me that's a miracle. So I'm sold on the idea of taking a hyaluronic acid supplement. And hyaluronic acid, when you take it in combination with collagen, they work together. And then what I noticed from reading this chemist's blog, and I've linked it below, is that you need to have vitamin C, because all three of them are working together to create this structure in the skin, which is, again, another reason why I don't think vitamin C really works that well topically, because where you're trying to get it in the skin to work, for building collagen and things like that, it has to go so far down. It's just highly unlikely that it does that. Now, could vitamin C help with pigmentation? Potentially, yes. But some of the other things that I think they claim it does, I just don't buy it because of how far down in the skin it has to go and the process it has to go through to be effective. But anyway, so I thought for sure, like, this doctor that makes this supplement, like, there would be vitamin C in here, but there's not. So I'm going to continue taking this because of the B vitamins, because of the Saw Palmetto. I linked another article below about the Saw Palmetto. Like, I'm just very fascinated about what potentially this is doing for me, because I've had a really good month skin-wise, mood-wise, and I think this is helping. I think the B vitamins are helping my energy level. I kind of think the Saw Palmetto is really good probably for me to be taking right now. I saw a couple things about how it interacts with hormones and can actually really help women in like a premenopausal age, which I would be approaching at around 40. So anyway, I'm sold. I'm going to be ordering more. I'm going to continue taking this until I find something more interesting, and I'm going to be adding in a vitamin C supplement. However, I would not recommend that you ever take a supplement based on what I've said. Do your own research, and then please talk to your doctor before you would start a supplement. Because even though it seems like these are sold over the counter, they've got to be safe, you still should talk with a healthcare professional because herbs are powerful. They just are. We all got to believe that, right? If we're in Green Beauty. Okay, so the thing I was probably the least efficient at, I'm sad to say, is the yoga. I don't know why. I did so well for small periods of time. I was so consistent with doing my 10 minutes of yoga on my Peloton app, and it was feeling so good. It's feeling so good. So I'm going to be continuing that into February, and I'm going to make myself a paper calendar, and I'm going to make myself do 10 minutes every day. I think part of the problem was I was waiting to the end of the night because I thought it would help me sleep and it would help me like stretch out and it would help increase my circulation after my body's been like sitting or whatever all through the day. But I think I'm going to start doing it in the morning in February. So that way I can just knock it out while my kids are watching cartoons, and then we'll be good to go for the day and it'll be done and I won't have to worry about it. Or I may just try to split it into like a couple poses throughout the day, you know? That way I know I'm getting it in and I'm helping my circulation, because I do truly think that it works. Okay, next up is the Gua Sha Stone from Lanshin. I was really loving this. In the beginning, I was overdoing it on my jaw and aggravating my jaw muscle over here. So I started toning it down, and then I started like trying to really focus on this forehead area. At one point, I was noticing my melasma in this area right here was looking a little darker, and I was like, am I aggravating my melasma with this? So now I've gone down to very light, just kind of very gentle pressure. You know, like I tend to go in with a gusto and I'm like, I'm gonna smooth these wrinkles out today. And I don't think that's really what you're supposed to be doing. Again, 30 days was not enough for me to see like a huge improvement, but I have noticed that I love doing this. I love loosening these muscles right here that are so overpronounced from squinting. So I love this. And then I love this here for like sinus tension. And then I love it here on the back of my neck. I got into a car accident probably 7 years ago, and I had a cervical injury that was never diagnosed that's given me problems since that time. So I carry a lot of tension here. And so this was just amazing for going outside the spine and just massaging up the neck. That alone for me makes this tool worth it. And I noticed, because I have so much more movement in my neck in 1 month of using this in that area for the neck muscles. So super impressed. If you wanted to buy a gua sha stone, I would highly recommend this. In fact, this is probably one of the only ones I could recommend because it's just so intuitive to the contours of the face. Okay, so next up is the Fit Glow Essence. I've been really impressed with this. It's really moisturizing. It's got a pretty simple formula. I've talked about it before that I didn't originally like the smell. It's kind of worn me down and it doesn't bother me as much. But as a mist, it feels very moisturizing. It feels very nourishing. I love that it has niacinamide in it. So I've really been enjoying this. In fact, I think I'm almost halfway through it because I just liberally missed it all day. It feels so good. And then the Earthwise Beauty Black Locust Firming Concentrate has just blown me away. It has bakuchiol in it. I feel like I've had purging all on my forehead from this combination of moving the skin around, liberating, and then I do feel like bakuchiol seems to always have the effect that it causes my skin to purge these areas that are deeply recessed where I have texture. So I've been really impressed with this. I love that it has that bouncy, cushiony Kalahari melon seed oil in it. I just love that oil. It really resonates with my skin. It feels so moisturizing. So if you have been thinking about trying this product, if you're looking to incorporate sort of an anti-aging bakuchiol product, I would highly recommend this one because it's so luxe and enjoyable and just such a beautiful combination to use these two together. So anyway, that's it for right now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.